Last year I did my first chopping block video and I loved it. I think it was such a helpful video. I gave myself time to test out a handful of products. Some of them ended up leaving my collection, but a lot of them I found a renewed love of them, or I just found really fun ways to wear them that I liked. It just gave me a better working knowledge of those products, and I'd like to continue doing that. So I have 10 new products that I'm putting on the chopping block. I think chopping block is a bit of a harsh term because I'm not going out of my way to try and find reasons to get rid of these products. My goal is to keep all of these products. I just don't know how I feel about them right now, and so I'd like to wear them more and find how I like to wear them. As long as I like all the products, if I don't declutter anything, that is a win. Like I said, I have 10 products here. A lot of them are new. A lot of them I really haven't worn yet. A lot of them I just got. So let's start with those. I did get a few Christmas presents this year, which was so kind. One of them is this mini bronzer from Hourglass in the shade Diffused Bronze Light. I have not worn this on my face yet. I did swatch it on the back of my hand and it looked pretty, but I don't exactly know what this will look like on my face yet. I also would like to determine if this is going to function as a winter bronzer or a summer bronzer for me. In the summer, I like warmer bronzers, maybe ones that are more pigmented, things that are going to help give me more of a natural summery glow. Versus winter bronzers, I want them to be slightly more neutral, maybe even cool, and not be as pigmented and be a lot easier to build so that I don't overdo it. And I'm assuming I'm going to love it if it's anything like the other Hourglass powders that I've tried in the past. Another product I got for Christmas, and I just put it on for the first time today, is this Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder in the shade 01 Lavender. This has just the slightest lavender tint to it. It's incredibly subtle. I used it to set my entire face today, and I don't think I look purple. It reminds me a lot of the Besame Violet powder, which I've been having trouble getting. It's like out of stock. Anytime I go on the Besame website, it's not available. And that's unfortunate because that's been a favorite under eye setting powder for years. But luckily, it seems like a lot of brands are coming out with lavender powders right now, so that's awesome. I have a lot of things that I can try and a lot of alternatives out there, including this one from Fenty. So I want to see if this is a good overall setting powder, but I also want to see if it could be a potential replacement for the Besame Violet powder. Not because I want to replace it, but just because it's harder to get my hands on. I can't just get it from the Ulta or Sephora website like I can the Fenty Beauty one. Plus you get a lot of product in here. So if I find that this is a good under eye setting powder, if that's what this became, it would take me forever to actually finish. I will say, I don't know if this is a great setting powder for oil control. Like I said, I wore it for the first time today and I did get glowy pretty quickly, and I even put more on a little bit before filming, and I still feel like I'm starting to get a little too glowy again. There's a chance it's also because of the other products that I was wearing underneath. So again, I'll test this out with other products to see if it does have long-lasting capabilities. Currently, I'm not so sure about that, but there's a chance I might just like this for my under eyes. It's a beautiful soft formula. It doesn't look heavy on the skin. Even when I was putting quite a bit on, it didn't look super powdery. Plus, this smells amazing. This smells like a really faint version of Hypnotic Poison by Dior, the perfume in the red apple. I had a bottle of that years ago and I loved it. Another powder that I think is going to be better for oil control and longevity is this Sikia Joy powder. I purchased this during the Black Friday sales, and I've only worn it once or twice, and I was really impressed with how good a job it did at setting my skin. This just says unscented. It doesn't have like an actual shade name, but it looks like a light translucent color for me, and it did a lot better of a job based on first impressions than the Fenty one with making my face feel set and helping it not get too oily throughout the day. So I would like to continue wearing this and finalize my thoughts on it. I wanted to go back to another thing I got as a Christmas present. People were so generous with me this year. It was very kind. I very much appreciate it. But I got a Natasha Denona face palette, the Bloom version. It has 2 powder blushes, or I guess this could be considered a highlighter depending on your skin tone, and then 2 cream blushes up top. And I've seen a couple people pan this, and so it's always kind of been on my wish list because it always looks so beautiful. And I would just like to wear all 4 of these as much as I can to, again, finalize my thoughts. I have one more cheek product, and it's a product I bought, I think it was earlier last year or the middle of last year. It's from AOA. and it's the I Love Dew Blush Drops in the shade Dolly. I don't know how it happened, but this slipped through the cracks and I have not worn it on my cheeks once, even though I've had it for at least 6 months, if not longer. So again, I'd like to focus on this, see how I like to apply it. Do I like it with a sponge, with a brush, with my fingers? Is it too pigmented? Is it not pigmented enough? It didn't seem like it was that pigmented when I first swatched it, and I think I showed it in a vlog where I did just like a general makeup haul, and in that video I had trouble like building it up on the back of my hand. I do love cream blushes. I don't think I'm that picky, but we'll see. I have 2 face products. One is a concealer and one is a foundation. I received both of these in PR. The Urban Decay one I received and then I never actually tried it on, but I'm told that this is a really good long wearing foundation. I don't know if it's necessarily matte or if it's just good with longevity, but I have heard really good things about it, so I'd like to try it. And then this one from Smashbox, it's the Healthy Glow 4-in-1 Perfecting Pen. The reason why I'm not sure about this one is because it's a little too dark. It's in the shade L200. It's very warm and it's definitely deeper than my skin tone. I imagine I'll find a lot of luck wearing this as a foundation mixer, where I mix this with foundations that are too light for me to kind of help them match me better. I might also even try it as a cream bronzer. I don't know. I'm excited to try this one out because there's a couple different ideas I have with this one. And same with this product here. This is from Wonder Skin, and it's the If You Know You Know eyeshadow stick in the shade Champagne. I have a couple of these actually. Yeah, I have 4 of these, so I'm just gonna start with testing out 2. I have the shades Champagne and Mink, and I'm pretty sure Mink is matte and Champagne is a metallic. Yeah. So this is Mink, a beautiful taupe, and Champagne is, like the name suggests, a champagne gold. These are so pretty. I don't have a lot of experience with eyeshadow pencils like this, so I'd like to just try and test them out more, see if they set down, see if they pair well with other eyeshadows, if they make a good base, if they make a good liner. And I think I might also try Champagne as a highlighter because I love the effect of a cream highlight, but I detest when they feel sticky on the skin. This feels like it sets down a little bit. If it can set down and still have a beautiful healthy sheen to it, give me like a glassy cheek, that would be exactly what I'm looking for. And now that I'm thinking outside the box, I wonder if Mink would work in my eyebrows. I'm gonna be having a lot of fun this month playing around. And then I have an eyeliner here, again from Wonder Skin. All 3 of these were received in PR. And this is the Longwear eyeliner in the shade Olive. I don't know if it's an olive shade. I would say more of like an earthy forest green. I could also try this as an eyeshadow base as well. So those are all 10 products that are on my chopping block right now. I think I'll need a good month to really focus on these and test them out. And what I'll do in my next update is give you all of my thoughts on these 10 products and then introduce the next 10 products so that it's more of an ongoing series. So stay tuned. I hope you enjoy. I hope you're excited for this chopping block series because I sure am. But in the meantime, that's everything I have. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in my next video.